And there we go. I'm a little bit late to the party, as you might imagine. But well, yeah, there's not really much I can say here on this part. But I gotta go ahead and make myself something to eat here, so I'll be right back. Yeah. Figure I just throw some pizza in the microwave. My brother, by the way, bought the pizza. It's apparently got pineapple on it. Yeah. Not a big fan of pineapple. Not really into it into it as a topping. But hey, he bought it, so I'm gonna have it. Yeah. So in about what? I'm trying to figure out what time it is I need to feed the cats here. Um, I have their dishes, or rather food, sort of softening in some hot water in the microwave right now. And I'm going to go ahead and wait about, I don't know, yeah, till 5:26. So about like 3 minutes. Hmm. This is a little bit too bright for my taste. Let's see if we can go ahead and lower it down a bit. No. calibration. There we go. Yep. Yeah, that's a lot better there.
Is this the way to the mountain?
It would seem.
If it isn't the bearded keeper, it is Sapseed. Have I got something for you too?
Brock? But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get in here. I got something for you. And don't go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
Okay. What do you think he wants?
To test our patience.
When word gets out about my new shop, folks will finally come out of hiding. They'll be clawing all over each other just to catch a whiff of my wares. You watch. You rush around like that everywhere? Yeesh. Catch! The pile of rocks there? With that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you ever see him out in the world, use it to get back to me quick. But it's only one way. Straight back here and nowhere else. And whatever you do, never, ever throw yourself over the edge of the path, lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us lying that.
Interesting.
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Nice. Okay, I see what's going on now. So, yeah, by enchantment, okay. Reduces talent bows recharge time. Okay, there we go. Nice. Yeah, I don't have the resources for that then, so... Frozen flame, okay. Increases arrow damage and makes new talent bow skills available for purchase with XP, okay. Yeah.
Straighter than straight.
Oh, that's a lot better there.
Oh, you make up your mind?
Oh, okay. Looks like this is a, that's what we upgrade the bow into then, and that's what it eventually becomes, okay. Alright.
So,
How many money for this stuff, so...
you sticking around for grains of wisdom?
You sticking around for grains of wisdom? I'm willing to bet that's like a drug reference of some kind. Quite possibly... Quite possibly it's not only a drug reference, it's, In fact, let's look that up real quick. Let's look that up. Hold on. Grains of wisdom. Oh, it's a reference towards an old song. Is he asking if he wants me to check out him sing? Obviously not, but... And by obviously not, I mean that I'm obviously not going to do that, but... Okay. Hold on. Ah. Okay. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay. That's Val, shoulder guard, okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. And have that there then. Okay, so let's see here. Alright. Now that I've improved his skills somewhat. Now that I've improved his skills somewhat. Let's continue here. So let's see, where should we go first? Go to the journey first. Let's go and go around and explore a little bit, level up some.
Hey, that could be valuable.
Very nice. Oh yeah, that's right. There's not much for me to do over in this one here. So let's see here real quick.
On your left!
God damn.
Back off!
God damn.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and That was honestly pathetic for me. Wait a second, I acquired 5 XP for what? Dying? Oh well. Wait, isn't there... Oh yeah, that's right, I haven't, like, unlocked that yet. Hang on.
mountain.
I'm ready.
As ready as you are, I'm not quite there yet.
I don't know these words. If we find a cipher, I bet I can figure it out.
Alright. Anyways, title of this video is being let's talk a little bit about Norse mythology. So let's go and do that, shall we? So, first and foremost, I think it's important to understand where Norse myths kind of came from for the most part. And while they did come from, well, from the north sort of Atlantic region of the European continent, a lot of the sources that we use for, well, Norse myths tends to be from Christians. And usually when it comes down to it, a lot of these myths are fairly over-exaggerated in such a fashion, and they're usually like put down through a Christian lens in such a way that more or less make it kind of unreliable to revert to the original source material, as we sometimes say, when it comes to Norse myth. Now, that's not to say necessarily that that reading Norse mythology is completely useless. That's not really the case. If that was the case, then there wouldn't really be a huge profession of it within academia. But I think it's important to
When
understand.
the water dropped and the beaches were exposed, we should search them for resources.
Yeah, so, like I said, but basically we have to keep in mind that not everything, not every single
I wish we could have
source
gone
that
on a trip
mentions
like this with Mother. She could fight, couldn't she?
Yes, she fought beautifully.
Yeah, I'm not going to be talking during these little segments here when which Atreus and Kratos have like a little conversation, or even when Atreus says anything, so I'm going to go quiet. But anyways, as I said before, it's just something to keep in mind because we don't really have the originals. And I say this because it's important to keep this stuff... It's important to keep this stuff important to understand some of this stuff. To understand some of this stuff. Because when it comes to portrayals like God of War, for example, there will be people who are going to more than likely complain about this game's portrayal of the myths, especially with that of Ragnarok.
A decent start.
With sort of disingenuous, well...
It's some kind of drawing. Maybe a map? Oh! Maybe a treasure map!
Okay. So yeah. And, you know, whenever somebody says, oh, God of War got here primarily as a means of placating towards modern myths, or trying to accurately portray mythology in the Greek sense, and that's how they got their start. If you hear points like that, then you can safely ignore what that person has to say, because they're not being honest. The whole thing with regards to, well, the Greek myths and the Greek mythic portrayals that God of War sometimes does, basically does, it's important to understand that a lot of these portrayals, more or less, aren't really that accurate at all. In fact, what was it? You have Kratos, for example, being a god unto himself when he never existed in the initial pantheon. And not only did he not exist in the original pantheon, it's important to understand that his relationship with Zeus is entirely one built upon a understanding of Greek myth that, while to a large degree endemic to their understanding of Greek myth, is really not canonical in any way, shape, or form. For example, the idea that well, you know, Kratos killing his father is a repeat of Zeus killing, sort of attacking and quote-unquote killing his own father. Well, couldn't really kill him because he's a god, you know, but anyways, sorry about that. What's he referring to? Ah, okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Just 3 hacks silver? What the fuck? Pretty bad. Oh yeah. What he's directing his eyesight towards. Yeah. It's more or less a perpetual cycle of, well, wanting to have, wanting to stop something that's going to happen within your past, and as a result, your actions being the very thing that causes it to happen. It's a very Greek, sort of poetic idea or notion of time, and how it is that our actions will sometimes never truly resolve the conflicts under which we wish to do so. And I wouldn't necessarily so I wouldn't necessarily
know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had stories. Weren't you told me when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew of long ago. His stories were brief and purposeful.
Sounds fun. Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Unlikely.
So what happens?
They wager on a race between them. The hare is too confident of victory and foolish, while the tortoise is steady and disciplined.
Oh, I remember this one.
The tortoise wins.
You haven't told a lot of stories, have you?
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily, like I was saying, I wouldn't necessarily dismiss the addition that God of War adds to the Pantheon, but it's very clearly not not an original story. Let's not forget the fact that, like, the Titans specifically are not as they're viewed in the mythology of, well, God of War, because the Titans, well, yes, viewed as somewhat primordial elemental
There's something
beings,
up
if
there.
you would. So yeah, while the Titans are somewhat viewed as primordial elemental beings, the way in which they're portrayed in God of War is probably not how they were portrayed. Gaia was viewed as sort of an earthly
What happened
figure.
here?
Shipwreck.
Well, yeah. I wonder why it crashed.
So yeah, she was viewed as this beautiful, flagrant woman, who, by and large, was the mother of all the gods and deities, if you would, who was birthed by chaos.
You could dock the boat here?
And as a result of this, she had to give birth to all the various deities
Hey,
and
look,
gods, you know?
torch.
But
The torch is built
she
with
looked
wood.
like a human being.
That is a brazier.
A brazier. Looks like there's something written on it. Want me to read it?
Anyways, she was viewed as a human being, if you would. But Gaia was also viewed as the literal earth beneath your ground, while simultaneously being a god up in the heavens, while at the same time being a beautiful woman. So yeah. In fact, let's look at some old portrayals of Gaia real quick. Classic portrayals of Gaia. Let's see here real quick. Okay, there's not too many of them, but this is a pretty good one. Let's see here real quick. Where is that at? Okay, here we go. Yeah, so this is. Oh, hold on for a second. So, anyways, as I was saying before, I was interrupted, yeah, as you can see here, this is basically... Oh, looks like we've got another spammer in the fucking chat here. Time to report him. Jesus Christ, man. Can't wait till I get to a certain point in which I don't have to deal with that anymore. Let mods deal with it. Anyways, as I was saying before, this is basically how Gaia was portrayed. A woman who is of a particular stature, mostly beautiful, really beautiful. In fact, that's I don't know why it's not bringing up this image in particular. This is a lot more of a flattering image than anything else. But yeah, as you can see, like they viewed her as a physical human being, not as this sort of elementalist rock creature that God of War portrays it all as. So yeah, it's all very interesting to say the very least. But the point is that if anyone is trying to say, "Our God of War brought Greek myth to life through video games, through the what was it? Through the proper portrayal of like Greek myth." No, that's not the case. That's not true. That person's lying. That person's not telling the truth at all. So, yeah. In fact, I would even go so far as to say that. Hold on, got this tangled up. I would even go so far as to say that God of War shares more in common than 40K than it does any kind of like accurate portrayal of Greek myth. And the reason why I say that is because you can find review. I'll tell you that after I'm done with this real quick. Hold on.
Boy, over here.
Kvekia.
God damn it.
I'm ready.
Ah, damn. Okay, yeah, I couldn't quite remember what exactly this was supposed to do here for me, so. Okay.
Kvekia.
God damn.
What is that?
A spirit.
It's talking to us.
And it hears you as well. Be shy now.
You're dead?
You're very perceptive and reckless.
I have no
Caution
idea.
when lighting these braziers. Sailor and Hellwalkers will swarm to the flames like moths. I assume we have you to thank for freeing us from a watery grave.
Us?
Other spirits. The Lake of Nine is full of them. Most are able to move on from this realm, but we, lucky few, are stuck here in Midgard until our affairs are in order. Perhaps you can help them as well.
We have no desire to help you, spirit.
Ah, but you already have. I only wished to see
Want to
the
get
sky
this
again.
Kratos in the shot.
Farewell.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck is up with that goddamn bot. I know it's a bot because I've tried to interact with them, but they just
He
don't say
disappeared.
anything, so...
Come, let us not be distracted.
Yeah. So how you doing, Autistic Beaver? Hope you've been enjoying the stream here. When did you get here,
So-
by the way?
I guess we should keep an eye out for other spirits.
What did I say about distractions?
But it sounds like they needed help.
They are spirits, boy. Dead things. They have no needs, only wants.
It feels wrong to ignore them.
You will get over these feelings.
Mom would have wanted to help them.
What was that, boy?
Nothing.
I thought as much.
That is legit adorable right there. But, yeah. So, anyways, as I was saying beforehand, like, there's a lot of things to say about this God of War version.
Very well. There was a horse. The horse sought vengeance upon his enemy, a stag. But he could not kill the stag alone. The horse met a man, a hunter, and made a deal. He took the man's bit and bridle and allowed him to ride in the saddle on his back. Together, they killed the stag, and the horse tasted victory. But the hunter would not release the horse and made a slave of him.
So getting revenge cost him his freedom. Hope it was worth it.
It was not.
You got a point there, yeah. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying beforehand, before I got, like, let's see here, should I bother with this one? Nah, I still
The
remember
World
my...
Serpent's even over here. I told you he's big.
Anyways, like I was saying beforehand, there's a lot of things you can say about this God of War. Like, it is enjoyable in some
I wonder if
sense,
the World Serpent even knows
and
part
there are
of his body's
probably
on the
reasons why, and there are probably legitimate reasons why it is other people don't like this game. I honestly do, and I see why it is that other people don't. Why it is that other people don't, because I've actually like viewed their videos, and most of them are pretty reasonable for the most part. There's a few here. There's a few here and there that are just incessantly whining and not really doing anything with the conversation, not really giving any sort of feedback that's understandable in some way or another. They're just simply complaining just to complain.
Here we go.
Oh, great. God damn. Fuck, I can't even... Can't do a goddamn thing with these guys, so I gotta go ahead. Oh, might as well go ahead and die because I'm obviously trapped here, so... Yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, there's some problems with this game. Like, the combat, for example, could be a lot better. I personally don't have any problems with the combat myself as much as other people have. But if you were to watch Matthew Matosis's little analysis video on it, you would clearly see that there are problems with this, well, intrigue. And with the combat itself, they're more on the objective scale than anything else. I personally tend to take these factors into account, and more or less just to. Wow. Yeah, nice joke there. But anyways, yeah. Like I tend to take those issues into account with the combat, and I tend to compensate for them. And as a result, I've never really had that much of an issue with this combat. However, I can definitely see why it is that other people would.
Well, worth a shot.
So yeah. That was legit adorable. I'm not gonna fight this one. I'm gonna come back to this one much later. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. The way in which this open world sort of goes, the fact that a lot of people are saying that it really, really does wear on far too long, and the fact that the game should probably be a lot shorter in a sense, is kind of an issue with the game because it doesn't really manage its content very well.
Wow, I've never seen a waterfall so big.
Well, it's probably going to get bigger, Atreus, don't you worry. Here's what I was looking for, actually, so, yeah. But yeah, people are bringing up complaints like, oh, the game isn't faithful enough to Norse mythology, or they inserted Angrboda, a black girl who's like of a particular phenotype that like whose very existence causes me to like become unimmersive into the game and all that stuff. Okay. You know, if your complaints are like that, then you really don't have a legitimate issue or a complaint to be had. Because if those are your complaints, then it's like, why are you here in a God of War game exactly? Because God of War is A, not known for what it is that you're having an issue with, and B, you use... And B, the fact of the matter remains that
Arrows will bring her down.
the fact of the matter is that like immersion is not about that. Immersion is primarily about two things: how the world presents itself to you. How the world presents itself to you in this sort of cohesive fashion, and the verisimilitude of characters, you know? So, yeah. Well, that's primarily because the difficulty is a little bit broken. I mean, you know, it's one of those games that you're not supposed to start off with the hardest setting. So yeah, but anyways, getting back to immersion. Immersion is about how like things like the verisimilitude of characters, since we're talking about like characters in that sense, are supposed to come off to you, that they're a natural extension of the world itself. And the existence of a phenotype shouldn't really do that at all to anyone. And the reason why I say that is because like black people have existed in a lot of different areas. In a lot of different areas in fantasy that they probably shouldn't exist in. And yet, for the most part, when a lot of fantasy places end up including them in the portrayal of fantasy races, it's like for the most part, their inclusion isn't really immersive breaking. Why is that? Well, it's because the inclusion is given some care and some thought and makes a lot of sense, both within how the world it's portraying itself, as well as like the way in which the world feels to you. So far, as far as I'm concerned, the way in which that they could do that is by with Angraboda is by literally saying, "Hey, Angraboda is like the son of the daughter of an Egyptian god, or someone from Egypt," while at the same time. While at the same time, her father is Tyr. You know, the only Norse god who seems to, both in lore of the original show, as well as, like, in reference to, well, the actual lore that takes place here, is that he's the only god in the Norse pantheon that really travels to, like, different pantheons. So... and that would probably be capable of meeting other gods, other deities, and even other pantheons, if you would. Now, if he's of a particular deity, Egyptian deity... hold on. I heard... deity that makes sense, that would... yeah, like I said, if he's of a particular deity whose offspring should mostly probably produce a monster than anything else there, then I might take issue with that. Oh. I hear something over here, but I'm not too sure if I should... yeah, nah, it's probably not going to be here. But yeah. Now, if Angraboda, for example, started spouting off like North American Ebonic slang
There must be
right
a way
off
to
the
open this
bat,
gate. Somehow.
then I would probably have some problems with it. I would probably have some problems with her being included in this series. But as far as I've seen, that's probably not the case.
Want to try another story? It can't be any worse than the last one.
Very well. There was a tale of a frog. His pond had dried up, so the frog and his son left to find a new home. They found a well. The son saw the water and made to jump in, but the father stopped him. He saw the well was deep, and once inside they would not be able to escape if the water dried up again. Wisely, they moved on.
That's it?
Yes.
That's really not a story. If the son jumped in, it would be a story.
Then he would be trapped and starve while the father watched helplessly.
See? That's a story.
Here, boy.
Yes, sir. Kaveka. Right behind you! Watch out! At the
Oh yeah, there's this guy. Great. There we go.
Are you both alive?
I'm spirit.
Yes, another spirit.
I can't remember the last time I saw something walk these islands that wasn't dead or corrupted.
What do you mean?
The desolation, child. Plagues this land, growing more severe with each passing winter.
Do you know its cause?
Not for certain, but I suspect the appearance of the World Serpent, along with the great flood that followed. Many were drowned, myself among them. The dead began to walk not long after.
Do you need anything from us?
Boy,
I only wish to speak to someone again. A wish you have just granted. Thank you.
Nice. Okay. What is that I want to do? Okay.
Hey, it's a fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like this.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about more Norse gods and deities. I do like the fact that quite a bit of this stuff involves giants and deities, if you would, sort of fighting a war. But I do find it a little bit disappointing at the fact that, well, everything's kind of dead. The world seems a bit post-apocalyptic, honestly. I would have loved to have seen some interactions between, well, the gods and the deities, or maybe
Boy,
just seeing
what
people
did I
worship
tell
and
you
whatnot.
about offering help?
Don't.
Correct.
Can't we
This
just...
is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our journey need be your only concern.
But what if they can help us? That one seemed to know a little about the lake.
And how does that help us with our goal?
We won't know unless we ask.
He does have a point. I mean, you know. Ah.
Do we have time for another story?
A short one. There was a young man who was caught stealing and condemned to die. His mother came to visit his prison. She was a kind woman who could only give love. But her son, the thief, met her with rage and bit off her ear.
What? Why?
Because the boy had always been a thief, and his mother had taught him only love and nothing of consequences. Had he been taught discipline instead, he might have lived longer.
Sure, but her ear. That's not right.
Alright, so he basically picked a part of the world that is basically farthest away from anyone else. Okay, I can kind of get that and understand that, given who Kratos was. But like I said, the world seems kind of post-apocalyptic. Like a lot of like almost everything is dead to a ludicrous degree. I mean, you saw the corpse right there. You saw the corpse of that giant right there. That thing coming back to life. Although I'll say this much: the next game in the series, more or less, seems to indicate that. Yeah, I know. I get that. I get that. But like, I will say this much: it seems like the next game has like a village in it that you're kind of interacting with, in a sense, as well as the fact that it has some people in it too. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to portray all of that.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
what?
the brazier?
If you must.
Okay. Hey, kitty. Okay. All right. Yeah. And by the way, I wouldn't say accidentally kill your entire family and your only friend or whatever. Kratos did accidentally kill his only friend, which was his sister. His sister was the only accidental death there, honestly. The rest of the Greek pantheon either had to come in or... Sorry, Kitty just nicked my, he ended up nicking my crust off the pizza. My pizza crust here, and he's eating it. Or he's trying to, anyways, with his, all messed up teeth and whatnot. I just fed him too, so...
Look here.
Sir.
But yeah, everyone else in the
Thank you.
pantheon seemed to probably deserve it. And it's given how dickish that they obviously were in a lot of ways. Oh, great. Oh, that, yeah. No, I get that. God damn it, why are you... Who are you referencing, by the way? With regards to... I mean, God of War 2, I don't remember you having... Oh, wait a second, you're referring to that Spartan that you ended up killing. Yeah, that's right.
That again.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that Spartan that you kill, like, right before you hit the Leviathan.
What do you want?
To thank you. These dead reavers drowned me many winters ago, and I've been itching to see them get theirs.
So you died after all the flooding?
Indeed. I came to the Lake of Nine to pillage Tyr's temple, but I underestimated the severity of the desolation.
Have you seen other men? Living? A bearded one with tattoos?
Only the one standing in front of me. Thank you both for avenging my death.
Useless.
Well, we can't expect them all to know something useful.
But yeah.
Maybe the next one will have more information.
Keep your expectations low, boy. Spirits are rarely useful.
How do they even exist?
When you sever a man from his life, it is not always a clean cut.
So you've met other spirits?
Yes, many.
What were they like?
Annoying.
Where is... Okay, this is weird. Where the fuck is that? Ah, it's right there. Okay, I'm done.
You want to try another story? Can't be any worse than the last one.
Very well. There was the story of the Mother Crab, who scolded her son. She told him he should walk forward, in pride, not sideways as he always did.
But she's a crab too. You should say, sure. I'll look for it as soon as you show me how.
Yes, he did say that. That was the story.
I got it.
Okay. God damn it. I am not going to die to this little guy. This fucking idiot. There we go.
You still have much to learn.
I think this is the last one. Might as well, right?
Fine. Boy,
Gaia.
God damn. Well, at least I'll have some extra health after this.
I think this is the last one.
Okay, then.
Might as well, right?
fine.
Ah, damn, it doesn't spawn the other little gym. There was a little health gym like right
Atreus,
over here.
follow
that was like
me.
in half, so, you know.
Here. Boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I find that somewhat a little bit like disheartening. Kratos tried to tell a joke, and yet like his son already saw the joke coming.
Not ready. God damn.
You must learn efficiency, boy.
You. I must speak with you.
Another spirit who wants something from us. How unexpected.
What's wrong?
I came to this lake with a group of tradesmen, seeking refuge from the desolation. But how can we know it was even worse at the Lake of Nine?
We cannot undo your mistakes, spirit.
I know that. But I fear for my captain and crew. I believe they are still under the water. Will you find them for me?
Is there anything you can offer us in return?
I have little to offer.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure.
Wait! I died wearing a valuable family heirloom. It's yours, if you promise to find my crew.
Deal.
Thank you.
You are learning.
Why didn't you or Mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother, but it was never my concern. Nor should it be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything around us is dying?
Our only concern is reaching the peak.
Really? Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep exploring. And helping others.
I gotta say, Atreus is legit fucking just, like, one of the better characters I've seen written in a while. Well, he does go off, kind of off on the edge a little bit later, and does kind of veer back on course the way in which he was. It's at the very least understandable given the revelation thrusted upon him.
Another cipher piece. I'll see what I can fit together.
So, yeah. Ah, there it is. There we go. Okay. Hold on. I'll let the dogs in real quick. Hey guys, come on in. Okay. Alright, let's see here. It's right there. And I believe the other one is somewhere around here now. Oh yeah, that's right. So.
What's that?
Okay, I see how this is supposed to go now. God damn it. Let's see, report. Alright. sensitivity on this thumbstick is a little bit strange for me. Okay, yeah. I think that would be a lot better. There we go. Oh, I see. Yeah, now I'm just hitting the bells here to get this little, this little thing right at the moment. I haven't really played Red Dead Redemption 2 despite having it on my computer.
Sure is a lot to see here.
Or rather, I should say, despite having it on the PS4 and on my computer, so. But yeah. Alright, so I think that's about it right there. Let's go ahead and go to skills, see what we've got to upgrade. Ooh, we've got a lot of stuff to upgrade now, okay. So let's see, a purchase for my leaping attack. I think I should probably have that one then. Good idea to set up attacks. So there we go, okay. So new option during this attack. Okay. Increases arrow damage and melee damage, okay. Increases the talon bow's firing rate, okay. Alright. Go. Increasing his firing rate and increasing his arrow melee damage. That then, okay. Alright, okay. Let's see here, quick while barehanded evade. I'm gonna go ahead and put money into this one here. Puts into that one. And let's see real quick. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for there. I feel naked a little bit without this one. So, alright.
Got any more short and purposeful stories from it?
Very well. There is a tale about a woodsman. He asked the trees of the forest for a branch to make a handle for his axe. Instead, the trees gave him a young sapling so they could keep their limbs.
Oh.
The woodsman made his axe, and then he returned and chopped down the oldest trees in the forest.
Just because trees are old doesn't mean they're smart.
Alright, there we go. I wonder how Trace is going to end up since he's, well, you know.
What was that? They barely touched us. I still can't read these. I still can't read these.
Okay, that was a little bit weird. There was a bit of a pop in there for a second. Not too sure why that is. This stuff in particular is why I love this game, by the way.
Here, boy. Another one.
Look! It's the World Serpent. He's so much bigger than I imagined. Oh, look! He bit Thor! Or will bite him. Looks like.
Interesting.
What is that? It smells awful.
Good one.
Poison.
Sick boy? Gotta go home, boy?
Oh.
Oh, that was a little bit weird. The game just froze on me for a second, like it was loading something up. Okay. I'm guessing this is how you probably get... Yeah, this is how you get up there again, so yeah, that's what the issue was there. There we go.
We did it! Soon we'll be able to translate those Muspelheim runes. Oh, what were those things? They smelled awful.
Your mother called them scorn poles. Poison magic. She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
It's just funny to think of her teaching you something.
Yes.
That didn't work. Whoa. Sure is foggy here. Another dwarf. Should we...
No. He is of no consequence.
Hi, excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
And, while I won't dispute that, I know that blade. It was one of ours, but, we didn't make it for you.
Step aside.
I can't. See, the woman we made it for, I was, well, I am quite fond of her, and I would be somewhat displeased if it turns out that you did something to her.
It was my mother's. She left its father before she died.
Face dead? I'm very, very sorry to hear that. She was a fierce warrior. And a good woman. Okay. I will make improvements to the axe.
But nobody asked you to.
Well, it's true, but knowing your mother, she would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my brother.
I knew it. You are Brock's brother. The other half of the brand's here.
The blue one is your brother.
Yes. Though my talents are vastly superior. No boast. I swear to Freya.
Do not undo his work. Improve upon it only.
Yeah, but can you put it down over there? That handle is
No.
filthy. Okay then. I will just
You're wearing gloves, man. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh. Is that dried blood? Oh.
So what were you working on?
Oh, that. I call it the Sky Mover. Just up that mountain waits a treasure trove of rare resources. Once I mine it, I'll need a way to bring it all down.
And you know how to fix it?
Not even a little.
Did you really make that axe for my mother?
Oh, I'd recognize it anywhere. Ask me. It's one of our best. Infused with the echoing screams of 20 frost trolls. Give or take.
But why her? How did you know her?
She sought us out in the beginning. She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people. I suppose we thought it was a chance to give power to someone who'd use it for good. She even spoke our native tongue. She'd say, Madurin sem Gengur, egen vigum Hans.
Gengur Ein.
That's right. That's impressive. I see a lot of her in your eyes. You know?
Thanks, Cinder.
Don't touch me.
What? I didn't. I won't. I'll come back later.
Yeah, just to let you know, like, it's a little bit annoying to see germophobics being portrayed this way, you know, when, like, he's wearing fucking gloves. I mean, come on, seriously? How the fuck can I be mad at... How the fuck can I not be mad at a portrayal of a germophobic when he's wearing fucking gloves on already? Shit. What the hell?
Be careful where you're going. There's nobody nice out here anymore since all the people left. I mean, I hate to generalize, but mostly they just try to kill you.
Good tip.
I know it's not my business, but if I were you, I'd wash off that symbol painted on your neck.
We were told it would help protect us. Was that a lie?
Oh, no, it's a protection stave, all right, but you can't render that pigment into paintable texture without blending it with boar urine. And is that really better than death?
Maybe a little.
Well, it's your neck. Ugh.
Okay, that does have a point there. Like, if I want to, like, I don't know, have myself not be dead, I'd rather it happen when when my neck isn't covered in fucking boar urine. Holy shit. So, yeah. And,
Ready yourself,
oh.
boy!
There we go. What the fuck? Where the fuck did that come from? God damn. There we go. Okay. Alright. See real quick. Hold on, how is this supposed to go now again? Ah, okay. Okay, there we go. Huh. Okay, no, backwards B, okay, now forward B. Alright. There we go. Yeah, alright.
Warm.
I want to see the little animation he does here. Sits right by the fire. Nice. That's adorable. That's like attention to detail that you don't normally see in games, you know? So. So, yeah. Alright. Yeah. Okay. That's great and all, but I'm not playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I'll probably see that when I get around to it. But right now I'm playing this game and another one. But anyways, so yeah, this game, I gotta say, I really do like the graphics. The fucking light rays are particularly interesting. Never really saw this beforehand when I was playing the PS4 version, but it's pretty great.
I can't tell. Are we getting closer to the mountain?
We are.
Every step towards the mountain makes us closer to the mountain, boy. You should know that. Ah, yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. I was just being a little bit facetious. Personally, I don't really want anything spoiled for me on Red Dead Redemption, if you don't mind. I haven't really bothered playing it, so going into the game nice and blind would be a great thing for me. I think I only played like the very first mission, and that was about it. Didn't get too far on it, and then I've got on on the PC here, this, you know, collection of other games that my dad bought before he ended up passing away, or rather before he ended up getting us into the hospital, I should say more accurately. So. So, as a result, I kind of want to go into the whole thing blind. That isn't an attention. Okay, that is a particular attention to detail that's like fetishistic. I'm sorry, but there's a certain point in time when attention to detail goes from being understandable and great to just being downright creepy and fetishistic, and that is creepy and fetishistic right there. Like, is there going to be an instance where in which we have, I don't know, in which we start finding out the kink of various different developers who worked on this game? Is that going to be a thing? I hope not. That was a little bit strange. Why did she appear there rather than like further back here, I wonder?
It's magically locked.
There is another thing I need to report. Russian fucking bots. Jesus Christ, Russia. Stop sending that shit over to me. I'm not Hillary Clinton. I don't need to be sabotaged. One of the things, by the way, I've always been seeing quite a bit of is this whole stint about the election. Since I might as well go, since I mentioned Russia and whatnot, and Russian spies.
Do you think for this last leg up the mountain that maybe I can carry her?
I told you no.
Why? She meant more to me than you anyway.
What?
I just meant I spent more time with her. You were off hunting a lot.
It would serve you to stop talking. You will improve with practice.
Anyways, as I was saying, with regards to Russia, one of the things that's always been, like, I've always had a bit of a stint about is this constant insistence of, like, Russian meddling within the election, in a sense. Because it seems like everyone who mentions this kind of shit, at least with regards to the 2016 election, seem to fail to really bring up the context of a lot of that stuff, which was effectively that, oh, well, there was Russian meddling in the election in 2016. What was the Russian meddling in the election in 2016? Oh, buying a bunch of ads on Facebook, along with running a number of stories in our news groups and whatnot, in an effort to cast doubt on the veracity of the election. Gee, wow, it's the exact same thing that we do. We buy ad fucking space, specifically in reference to like other things. Sorry about that. And there we go. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we buy ad space in the UK elections and in other countries, in other elections, like Germany, Spain, Italy, etc. All that stuff. We buy those ads to run interference in their elections as well. It's like, in fact, it's basically a common thing to run ads that would interfere in the election of other countries. That's kind of how that goes. You may not like it. You may think that it's a little bit corrupt. You may think that maybe, U.S. and its allies should act like allies rather than trying to spy on one another consistently. then okay, I can kind of understand that. But like, to make it seem like Russia was doing the election interference stuff, as if it was like doing something special that no other country was doing at all whatsoever, is tantamount to outright dishonesty. Really, I mean, come on. Oh, here we go.
Let him go! Father?
Ready yourself.
Ready, Father! Kalista!
Ah, damn. Well, this is going to be a bit of a process to get through here. Let me go ahead and see what the issue is here for a second. Okay. Shield slam on follow up. Okay. Just making sure I can find out what is what here in terms of runes. God damn. Well, that took a second try, but at least I got it.
Here? Who built this place?
Nice. Awesome, got an axe upgrade here. That's all good. But yeah, the Russian interference in the 2016 election was basically proven in the same sense that every other country, including America, by the way, meddles in the fucking election process of other people's elections. I mean, and not to mention, I find it very interesting that this whole Russian peddling or the Russian meddling in the election wasn't a claim that was repeated in 2020. It was a claim solely and exclusively to the 2016 election. Okay, all right. It's like, whatever.
Whoa. I can see why Mom wanted us to bring her here.
Indeed.
Now they'd be sending subscribers after me if I was. They'd be sending like a shit ton of subscribers my way. What I was saying was like untrue. Yeah.
Sindri knows his sky mover is tangled with roots up here.
I doubt it.
So how's he going to get it to work?
I do not care.
Is that smoke?
Stay back, boy.
Ugh. What is that?
We must find another way up.
The witch! Wish she was here. Bet she could get us past this.
My magic is useless against the Black Breath, and there's no way around it. Odin saw to that long ago.
What are you doing here?
Making sure you can finish your journey.
Why wait to warn us?
I was busy, saving my friend, if you remember. The Black Breath is a corruption of magic even I can't dispel. Only the pure light of Alfheim is strong enough to break through. But that road is long. What does this goal mean to you?
It's everything.
Follow me.
Why help us?
Maybe I see more of myself in you than I'm willing to admit. Maybe by helping you, I'll make up for a lifetime of mistakes. Or maybe I just like you.
Even though we shot your friend?
Even though you shot my friend, yes.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.
We're going to another realm? Are you coming with us?
Only for a little while.
Only for a little while. We'll use this. Graythaw.
Can't. Sindri said it was broken.
Sindri.
The dwarf at the foot of these hills.
He was fixing it when we got here.
Well, no one was there when I passed by. Perhaps he finished. Dwarves are awfully resourceful.
And irritating. based on the two we have met.
That too. Just give that a turn. There. Tyr's temple is at the center of the lake. It is from there we travel to Alfheim. Thankfully, it's no longer underwater.
Why is that creature in the bay?
No one knows. He just appeared one day. Soon after, Thor attacked, and their battle could be felt across all the realms. Ultimately, it ended in a stalemate, and Thor returned to Odin empty-handed. The serpent stayed and grew so large, he now spans all of Midgard.
See? Told you.
They've hated each other ever since, destined to kill each other come Ragnarok.
You believe in Ragnarok?
I dearly wish I didn't, child.
You know, we actually talked to the World Serpent.
You did?
An exaggeration.
I'm good with languages, even ones I've never heard before. But when he talks, I can't understand any of it.
Sadly, no one can. He speaks a dead tongue.
Oh. Must be lonely.
You know, I find it awfully convenient that Sindri isn't here to call out exactly who this is. I mean, where is he exactly? I've never seen him go anywhere, but yet he's conspicuously missing. I wonder why that is.
Watch your step. Just along here.
You sure? We came through here before and there's no way back across. See?
Is that so? Let me show you something. Are you watching? Riosta.
What? It's solid.
Elven architecture. My bowstring was soaked in the light of Alfheim. It can now reawaken the magic of the elves.
Wait, it won't just disappear, will it?
Not as long as the light shines free. This way.
I want one. Those roots. What kind of magic is that?
It's Vanir.
From Yottenheim?
You know of it?
Just stories. Mother didn't say much about the Vanir gods. Just that they're always at war with the Aesir. That's compared to Odin and Thor. They're the good guys.
There are no good gods, boy. Thought I taught you that.
Okay.
Tyr's temple. Built with help from the giants, Great Tyr used it to travel the 9 realms and keep the peace between them.
Doesn't seem very peaceful. Everywhere we go, we're attacked. Especially by dead things.
The risen dead grow ever more numerous. Once the roads and trails would have been full of...
He would probably consider her a god that is worth indulging in, but not a good god. So, yeah. Ooh, another one. Just...
people. Now all have hid or fled, save for the Reavers, savage enough to survive in such a world. Make a right at the bottom of these stairs.
Another one of those light crystals.
Wait there while I reawaken the light. Lyosta.
That did it. What are we doing exactly?
Mending the disrepair. Start by lifting that axle. Good. Now push it back into place. Now realign the wheel onto the track. Perfect. Now push the bridge along the track.
What? The whole entire bridge is turning. How is the whole entire bridge turning? Boy, you're really strong.
Just keep pushing until the bridge reaches its first position. Tired yet?
No.
He's always been really strong. So about the dead. We heard someone call them Hellwalkers. But what are they?
They are poor, restless souls, denied their judgment and their peace.
By what?
Hold on. Another thing to report here, and there we go. Eventually these little spam bots will stop coming into there because eventually I would have gotten them
What?
all.
Could Vanir magic raise the dead?
It could, once. But this is no spell. This plague of dead is but a symptom of a world out of balance. Something or someone has meddled with powerful forces. That is all I know for sure. Just a little more to go. That's perfect. Come back up. We're ready now.
That was impressive. You didn't hurt your back, did you?
I did not hurt my back.
Through these doors.
Wait, so did the giants or the elves build here stuff?
All the races helped with its construction. It was the last great act of cooperation between the realms before peace disappeared for good.
Yep, Brock's gone too.
Lyosta.
Your bowstring stopped glowing.
Its power is now depleted. Only a few knocks of magic remained in the bowstring, and we used them. Your bow, please. Once you claim the light of Alfheim, infuse the bowstring with its power. Don't forget.
You talk like you're not coming with us.
I'll try, but measures were taken to keep me trapped in Midgard.
Why?
The gods don't care for me much.
Is this it? It's so dark.
This temple has been asleep, underwater for almost 150 winters. It needs only the light of the Bifrost to reawaken.
Those roots don't look like your magic.
They aren't. These roots are part of the Great World Tree, and make travel between the realms possible. Approach the table.
How does it work?
You will need this, a Bifrost, to create travel between realms. It can capture, hold, and transfer the light of Alfheim. Place the Bifrost there.
now.
Give it a moment. The temple needs time to wake up from its long slumber. It is from this room, and this room alone, that you will be able to cross between realms. What you see before you represents the temple in which we stand, as well as the realm towers that encircle the Lake of Nine outside. All the realms exist in the same physical space, reflections of each other. These doors, the towers outside, and the 9 realms are all intertwined and coexisting on the branches of the World Tree, separated only by the Bifrost light of Alfheim. This place can focus and control that light.
And is this the World Tree?
Only an artistic representation of it. No, the Yggdrasil is much, much more than this. The Tree of Life is bound to the fate of the world, just as we are bound to it. The tree nourishes our soils. The dew from its leaves feeds our valleys and rivers. The tree's very existence supports all of creation along its boughs. Its life energy interwoven into the tapestry of life. Birth, growth, death, and rebirth. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree. So, that's how it works. But I'm guessing you were looking for a more practical answer.
Yes.
Very well. The bridge you pushed outside is currently positioned to lead to the realm of Vanaheim. Instead, turn the wheel to our actual destination, Alfheim.
Wait, is this moving the big bridge outside?
Yes, the wheel turns the bridge, and the bridge aligns to the different realm towers on the lake outside.
Wait, there's no tower on this one.
And that's why realm travel to Yottenheim is impossible. Without a tower for the bridge to lock into, the sequence can't begin. Every realm has a travel rune that unlocks the bridge to that realm. I'm giving you the one for Alfheim. Now you can lock in your destination.
Okay. Let's travel.
We're ready. Remember to take the Bifrost. You don't want to lose that. Now the realm travel bridge will align, and the realm between realms will open. See that giant crystal? Each realm has a corresponding one that focuses and amplifies the power of the Bifrost, opening the bridge to that realm. That's why realm travel is only possible from this room.
What about that one realm tower missing from the lake?
The Yottenheim Tower disappeared from all realms over 100 winters ago, when the giants vanished from Midgard. Where the tower went and how they moved it remain a mystery.
It didn't work. We're still here.
Follow me.
The Bifrost is dark.
This trip was its last use. There's no going back until it's replenished with the light of Alfheim.
So we are trapped.
Someone of your ability should have little trouble getting back to Midgard.
And we'll be able to make that black light go away?
With the captured light of Alfheim, yes.
Find it interesting that Brock here is missing, just like Sindri is. I wonder, could they have actually written a point of reference here that didn't require these two to disappear? Why did they disappear? Gee, I can't imagine why. Yeah.
Welcome to Alfheim, gentlemen. Think you can spot the light? I can barely see it. Something's wrong. See that column of light on the horizon? It's housed in the heart of a ring temple. We'll find what we need there. No. No, 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 no. damn it, not yet.
What's happening?
To restore the Bifrost magic, you must step into the light. But be very careful not to get caught.
No! She's not dead. Is she?
Not likely. Come.
Look at this place.
Stay by me. Touch nothing.
Okay. What is that?
See here. It's about an hour. Let me go and get up and stretch a little bit real quick. Before we continue here. It's been about 2 hours here. I plan on playing this game every 3 hours. Plan on streaming this game for about every 3 hours, so just go ahead and do that. Alright, here we go. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my keyboard here so I don't accidentally hit it whenever I shift around.
I think you killed it. Look up there. Whoa, what's that about?
Not our concern, boy. Focus. Boy, over here. What does it say?
Something about an eternal war for the light. I don't get it. If both sides need it, why not just share it?
Greed. You will find it a common cause for war.
Kratos isn't wrong there, so...
They keep murdering the lighthouse.
It is war. The end of one. The road once lost.
Why the fuck are you attacking me? I'm not doing anything.
What are they attacking us for? We didn't do anything.
That's what I was saying.
More will come.
Like, what the fuck?
Where does that even come from?
I didn't even want to fight you guys. You guys, I have no beef with anyone here. It's like... Okay, I see.
Yeah. Did you say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Symbol of cunning. Huh. Interesting.
At least we're getting closer to the light. Wait, was that Sindri?
Okay, I see.
How are you here before us, dwarf? We were told our path was the only one between realms.
Well, it may be the only way for you to travel, but we dwarves are full of surprises.
That is not an answer.
Ah, hang on to that sense of wonder. There's so little mystery once you've amassed the wealth of arcane knowledge that I have. Where to comb the realms for exotic resources. How to craft them into creations that defy imagination. To the novice, I'm sure it all seems like magic, but... oh, all right. It's magic. Are you happy now?
Sindri, have you always been so...
Clean? Huh. Don't I wish. No, I was just as unsanitary as the next dwarf until the day a Vanir witch set me straight. She discovered with her magic there are hundreds of thousands of tiny beasties on everything around us. Oh, so small you can't even see them.
No.
It's true. And if they get inside you, they make you sick. But the witch told me there's one wood, the oak, that's a natural deterrent. Stops the beasties from spreading. So now, I make all my handles from oak. See? I think of these things. Okay, back to work. Oh, I could use a distraction.
Since they're not available in the shop. Okay. Alright. That's good to know then. Let's go ahead and get this upgrade, shall we?
Hey, you
Prison
probably shouldn't
strength.
let my brother lay his hands on again, but if he does, tell him to temper his steel longer. He's warping the bit work.
Hmm. Alright.
Now, there is something else to tell you.
So how come Brock's blue and you're not?
Boy,
Oh, it's fine. Very good question, actually. You see, my brother's not as careful as I am. In fact, he prefers to work with metals using his own bare hands.
Ah, yeah,
No
I see.
gloves. Says it's the only way he can hear what it wants to be. Touch enough raw silver and it changes your skin irreparably.
Yep.
That means forever. I wouldn't bring it up to him, though. You know how sensitive he can be.
I guess that makes sense. Sindri, why don't you just make up with your brother already?
Me? Make up with him? Because he's an obstinate pighead incapable of change. Because he says the most terrible things. about just because he's insecure about his own work, which, let me tell you, is subpar. Because he blames me for the things that aren't my fault.
Huh? Like what?
Would you pardon me, please? I need to collect myself.
And there we go then. So let's see here. What do we have here? Runic symbols on this. Simple armor increase. Rune cooldown. Okay. Strength, defense, luck. Okay. Okay then. There's that. Alright. Let's look at this real quick. Okay. So let's see here. Aim, hold. So 3 targets on a single enemy or let's look at that. While sprinting barehanded. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. And let's see here. For a second here. Shield combat. Yeah, okay. Okay, alright. Let's do this one, and then let's go with Atreus. No, I've already upgraded everything of his, so I guess I'll go ahead. Okay. I guess I'll go with this one. Ah, I see how it's supposed to go now.
Boat's free. What'd you say?
I said nothing.
Really? Okay.
Did your mother speak of this realm?
Not much. Just that since the elves are always fighting over the light, they kept them isolated. Huh?
Again, I said nothing.
Weird. Could have sworn you said something.
What is it, boy?
Voices. You don't hear that?
I hear nothing.
It's going away now. It was screaming. Lots of voices. Angry. You really didn't hear that?
No.
It felt evil.
Drink from the dew of the world's tree, lasting effect. Cool down permanently by 2. Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, I knew there was a dew somewhere around here, but I wasn't too sure where. And I know it's right there.
Look! Should we try talking to them?
No.
But maybe they need help.
They do not stop us, so they do not concern us.
But
They
maybe...
do not concern us.
See here, is there anything over here? Nope. Nothing over there. By the way, I was reading the God of War comic for this game. I gotta say, not all that impressed really. I mean, the book is good. Don't get me wrong. The comic is okay, I guess. I mean, it's definitely something I would expect in the God of War comic.
That must be the Ring Temple.
But for me, it didn't really do anything for me at all. And the reason why I say that is primarily because, well, it was short, not very
Sad the elves
good
can't work things out.
in terms of how it's.
Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
You see with the eyes of a child.
The blue door. That's gotta be the entrance. Let's go.
Let's load an autosave real quick because I wanted to hear that bit of dialogue there for a second.
sad the elves can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
You see with the eyes of a child. In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
You know about war, don't you?
Wars are fought for two things, survival or advantage. Battles may be won by the better soldier. Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything to ensure victory. Focus up, boy.
That little derpy face that he did there, holy shit. I'm not too sure if you saw that, but the little guy just went, oh, I can't believe you hit me. Oh. He did that little thing when the model just stands still for like 2 or 3 seconds and just lets me hit him. Like, what the hell? Oh man, that's pretty good though. That's funny. Hello, Odin. Goodbye, Odin. Oh, nice.
It's locked magically.
Huh. Okay. Very powerful slam attacks that launch enemies and then sends them flying. Alright. I do kind of hope that we get to revisit these realms again in Ragnarok. That way we can be able to figure out exactly what the aftermath is over you trying to
Sindri
help.
said Mother was a warrior. Was she in a war too?
Of a sort. Her family was decimated by hostile rivals, and she alone survived. She walked the warrior's path, but her war was to live on. To brave an unforgiving world alone.
And that's why she asked Sindri and Brock to make her the axe?
She had the strength to wield such a weapon, and the wisdom to use it for good. She found purpose in protecting the weak.
So, she'd help out the elves?
No.
She might. You don't know. I mean, you don't know what she knew about the elves, Kratos. Who? How the fuck do you know? But I'm pretty sure she probably wouldn't.
Look, they have sand bowls in
Really
Alfheim
saw
too.
it. Let them say, you know.
What does it ask?
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. But I don't see any runes around here.
We must find it. Back to the boat.
But you're right. She probably wouldn't have helped the light elves. She might have helped the dark elves. You know, who knows? Alright. Okay.
Be ready!
Watch your left!
Well, let's see what's back here. Huh. There's this little thing here. Okay.
Father, this looks interesting.
Okay. Took a little bit, but I got it. And I got another health boost. This should help tremendously.
Follow me, Atreus.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to this one then. How did he get out there, huh? Are you a dwarf boy? Is that what happened? Did you just dwarf your way out of there? I'm willing to bet he's a dwarf. Come on, boy. Tell me, are you dwarf? I won't get mad.
Father, do you ever know anyone else who heard voices?
I knew desperate men at sea who, when our supplies ran dry, would quench their thirst by drinking seawater. They swore the sirens, evil creatures singing to them from nearby islands, were in fact their wives and daughters calling them home. They endangered the crew, steering us toward the reefs.
How did you fix them?
We threw them overboard.
Oh. Well, good thing I didn't drink any seawater. Right?
Yes, it is.
The blue door! That's gotta be the entrance. Let's go!
Careful, boy.
What are they doing? The bridge is gone. They covered the crystal with that stuff. Why?
To prevent reinforcements.
Oh, damn. God damn it. Health orb is all the way down there. Shit. Oh.
Okay, so that did something. I think.
Father, you really hurt!
Ah, great. Good boy, Atreus.
We do not belong here.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, let's see.
Wait, combined together like that, they kind of look like a room. Doesn't make sense.
Come, back to the sand bowl.
What's that? Father, the pillars and ring form an elvish rune.
Draw it. Boy!
It was the voices again, but different voices. Less angry. They were asking for help.
We are here for the light. I do not care who they are, nor what they want.
You never care about anything.
You have something to say?
No. Luger. What's happening? Whoa! Look what we found! Father?
Yes.
The voices I heard, it was hard to make out, but way in the back I'm pretty sure I heard Mother.
That is not possible.
But I know what I heard.
Atreus, enough.
He looks different. Look at those horns.
Behind me, boy.
That can't be good.
God damn. Okay, I needed to obviously lose that in order to be able to win it.
away from those cages.
Wonder why they're locked up.
Be ready.
What?
Prepare yourself!
Hope that was worth it.
Okay. Over there then, I guess. Let's try this. Ha! Nice. A propulsive slice that launches a small vertical wave that inflicts medium frost damage. I remember that one. Okay. I'll be playing for about 8 more minutes or whatever, and then we'll be done with this one. Okay, there's not really much I can do here. How am I supposed to open that gate, I wonder? These gates, because there's something in them. Like just beyond the enemies, obviously, but you know, there's obviously someone there.
Atreus, to me!
See, a reflective surface is, but doesn't reflect your model. I guess reflecting the model would have been a little bit too hard to do then. That's kind of a bummer. Everything's reflective except for me. What's the second room that I've gone? Like, how exactly do I activate this one? Oh yeah. Okay, I see. I see how it's supposed to go now.
Think that side hallway will get us to the temple?
We will find out.
Alright. There's another apple. And I'm about done with this particular playthrough here. I think I'll get to a specific point in the game, or no, I think I'll end it right here for right now, since it's basically been about 3 hours. Some of that, about, I don't know, maybe about 5 minutes of it wasn't exactly gameplay, but fuck it, don't really care. Anyways, this was a pretty good session. I got a lot done in this regards. So, yeah, it was pretty good. Let's do this again some other time. See y'all later.